Good day, guys. It is Annika here with kingdomlifestyles.com, and today we are going to be just recapping on what we did yesterday. We created a email signature. Now, please, guys, remember that this is a crash course for the absolute Canva beginner. So I am trying to go to show you guys as much information as I possibly can, um, but at the same time, kind of uh, also trying to get you through it as quickly as possible without. But as I have shown you before, you can literally go to, let's just go onto my new page here. Let's actually, what I'm going to do is open a new Canva quickly and just show you once more. If you have not watched any of the other videos, I always recommend that you go to Canva's own academy. They've got Design School. And in their design school, they've got an absolute Canva for beginners, and they show you all of the ins and outs. But if you don't have time to go and do that, even though I must say, if you go in here, these little videos are literally 4 minutes, 5 minutes, 3 minutes, 3 minutes. It literally is very, very quick to go through these, and they have got tons and tons of free videos that you can go and watch. So, what I'm going to be doing today, I've got a few things on my list. First of all, I want to just recap on what we did yesterday. Yesterday, we literally took a few templates of emails, and I've then gone ahead and just changed this one up a little bit. I've decided to keep that one and delete the rest of them. So, this is then going to be my email signature, right? And if you do not know how we got to design this, yesterday I did part 5, and it would be in part 5, the obviously the one that says email sig. Okay, so today we are going to, so we've chosen this to be our email signature. Now we can download it, and we are going to be putting it into our email and all of our funnel emails and all of these nice things. And we've got our color scheme, we've got our brand kit. So we are ready to now go and create a Facebook banner. So today's whole thing will be about Facebook banners. So, what I first of all want to show you guys, if you have the paid version, the Canva Pro version, you can actually go and just say, you want to resize this exact image into Facebook cover size, and you can then just say, you saw that I selected Facebook cover there, and then it will say copy and resize, or resize this design. Now, I don't want to resize this design because maybe later on I would like to change it. So I would highly recommend to go and change this and say, this is my email signature. When you keep it, that it has a name in your all of your other designs amongst, if you go to my Canva, you can see that there are many, many, many designs, and if you don't name them, you'll forget what you actually designed in there. Okay, so basically, I want to show you guys that with the Pro version, what you can do is you can say resize. So you will go to resize. There's many different options as well, but for today's Facebook banner, we will say resize to the cover page and continue. And we are doing this only for the purposes because we want unity, right? So I would say copy and resize. So now it is going to save this one, but it's also going to give me the right size for a Facebook banner. So that is the one way that we can do this. And as you can see, it has now stretched it out. It is a Facebook banner size. Okay, so here it says Facebook cover. So, guys, the first thing that I want to point out to you, because we have got people, some people watch some people are reading from their tablets, some people are reading from their phones, some people are on their laptops, other people on their PCs, and we've got different brands and different versions. We've got Apple and Android and all these things. So because of that, there is a certain space that you get to design in to make sure that whatever you want in your Facebook profile or in your Facebook banner for your page will be visible always. Doesn't matter what screen they are watching it through. Okay, so there is, if you go and you literally, you can just go and Google Facebook design sizes, and I just quickly chose this one. There is, it's called a safe zone. So in the safe zone, if you design inside of the safe zone, you will always, 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 it will be visible. Okay. So here you can see that it actually says the blue is only visible on desktop, right? Okay. So if you will be opening it on your phone, they won't even see that part of the design. So as I've shown you before, we will then take our rulers and we will immediately go and say we will not be designing anything outside of this area. Now you can put, oh goodness, okay. So now what I actually did there is I cropped the actual image, which I didn't want to do. I didn't want to do that. So I will just go and remember yesterday we said you've got a back button and the shortcut for that is Control Z. Okay, so we will then just go back and I will then drag one of my thingies and there we go. So now we know that we have got to design within this area. And guys, from what I've seen from previously creating Facebook um, covers and Facebook banners for Facebook pages, you basically actually, when they say this is visible on mobile and desktop screens, I have seen that this size is actually even smaller. So I recommend actually going even a little bit more in and not, and kind of whatever your most important stuff is you want to put in there, you kind of put it in there in the middle, because then you are sure that people are going to see it. And I will test that for you guys so that you can actually see what I'm talking about. So once I've got my margins set, or once I've got my lines set here, then I know, okay, this is literally the design area that I'm going to be working with. So I will just take the transparency down a lot so that I don't see that. And what I would do is I would then just what is nice about this is that it actually keeps it for you. So this is if you were working in this area. What I'm going to do is I'm going to copy this image that I have just literally uploaded. I mean, you can see I clipped it and I uploaded it, and I've now put my safe zone area for my Facebook banner. It'll all make sense in a little bit. I know it's a little bit confusing when you start out, but you've got to bear in mind that people are viewing your content from different areas. So I would just copy this and I would then go and put it into, remember we said the email signature Facebook cover. This was when we took the email signature, and I would put this over that. And now I can actually see where the lines are stopping. And like I said, guys, I would even take it a little bit more in. So that's where the line stops, and I would take it more in. And I wouldn't design anything that is not in that area that is important, for instance. Okay, so basically, this is the design area that we are going to do for our Facebook page. We're not going to be putting anything important outside of this border that we've created here. Okay. And I will show you guys that this really does actually matter. Okay. So I can delete that now because I don't need it anymore. And now what I've done, because it brought my email signature over exactly the way that I created it, and it literally just made it, it stretched it out and it made it as nice as what my email signature is. But if I had to upload this exact same thing to Facebook, it would not be visible at all. Actually, I would do that for you and I'll just show you so you can see what I mean. So let's quickly download this. download. I want to show you guys what it would look like. I'm just going to take one of my, let's say Facebook test banner. Okay. So what I would literally do is go, I'm just going to choose one that I don't really use. Let's take this one. Okay. So if I change this, just sorry guys, just hold on. Let me get into a profile that I actually want to mess around with. Let's take this one. And if I then wanted to change this, I would just say edit cover, choose cover photo, and I would then upload photo, sorry. And I just want to upload it just like that to show you guys. It doesn't actually come up so nicely. You see it's cutting off there. And now what do I put in? Do I put the bottom in? Do I put the top in? What do I put in? So it's not going to work. Do you see how much it actually cuts off? So if I had to say save changes, it would look like that, which it's cutting off half of my little quote that I put in there. So it's just not working, right? And I mean, maybe I don't want all of this information. A Facebook cover isn't really like an email signature. So we are going to work on that today. So I just wanted to show you that. I'm going to keep that open because when we are done, we will then be actually uploading it, and I'll show you guys the difference. So first of all, I would start by making it smaller because I want people to know to see my image, right? You always want people to see the same image, so you use the same image on all of your whatever image it is. If it's an image of yourself or if it's an image of your company logo, you would always want them to see this. Now, you would not have to put your name into let me actually undo that. You would not have to put your name into your Facebook page because people would already know your name once they go onto your Facebook page. So, for instance, I would not put my cell phone number on here. I would literally take that out. And most of this information will already be on your page, so you don't want to really put that on here. What I would maybe keep is I would only keep my website info. So I would keep my website info and I just put that there, and you could just maybe bring that down and maybe bring that down. I really do want this to show up. So remember yesterday we discussed this. You click and you hold shift down and you click and then you can drag them together. So for me, if I look at this quickly, I just want to see. I wonder if I'm not actually going to. Yeah, I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to put that right in the middle there. I'm actually going to take that out, take that out. I'm going to leave this right here, and I'm going to move the image to here. And guys, literally, you do not want to add more than that because you don't want people to get you don't want your page to be too busy. Now, obviously, for the email signature, this was great and it worked well. I would maybe move this down a little bit. Um, I would actually even flip it around, because it is, if you flipped it that way around, it just looks a little bit better because the white is by the white border, right? I would even go and make this maybe a gray, and then make that a blue, just to make it a, well, actually the purple didn't look too bad. And then guys, literally, this, if I go, this is the outside, so not many people will see the outside, but a lot of people will see the inside of what you are, what your page is about. Now, we do want to keep it consistent, so I wouldn't change too much of that, but I can go and select. Let me just push this thing backwards. This is the this thing that, if I select it now, then it comes up the whole time. So I just want to find the right spot for it. There we go. And then I can position and backwards. Okay. So now I've got that, and I'm going to say shift, and I'm going to just copy a few of these, and control C is copy, and control V copies it for me, and I can take it down. Sorry, my mouse is just getting stuck there. And I can literally just copy that down. I can move them around whichever way I want. I can recolor them, and I can just basically, copy that, maybe put another one in here. So basically the outside space here, nobody's going to be seeing. So I don't really care about the outside space there. Okay. So literally, Facebook, if you wanted to do your Facebook banner, it would literally be something very simple like this. Now, if I had to go and download this, I can show you the difference. So the difference between the two will now be, remember, the other one was cutting some of my information off, and there was information that I actually didn't want on there. I'm going to say Facebook test banner 2, and save, and let's go to Facebook and say edit cover, upload photo, and let's just choose the right one, and I'll show you guys the difference. And there we go. Now you can actually see that that bottom space is not really important, but this would be important. So this is really all I want the people to see. So if I said save changes, then this is what my Facebook page cover would look like. So it is really very important to remember to design within your space when you are designing for Facebook covers. Okay, so you literally you can go and look at some other ideas of Facebook covers. If I actually say add page, let's do that. Facebook covers. Facebook covers. Let's say Facebook page banner. Facebook banner. Let's see what it brings up. There's graphics, there's some videos. Wonder why it's not bringing up any. Oh, it's because I'm in Elements. Sorry, guys. I'm being. If I go to design, so it was bringing up all these elements, and I was like, "Where's the designs?" Okay, so I'm in design, and I'm looking for Facebook banners. People that have created Facebook banner templates, Facebook page logo, Facebook icon, Facebook page. So let's just go see what they've got here. Facebook post, Facebook logo, Facebook I'm just trying to find some cover pages. Let's see that they it took me back to elements again. Oh, okay. Facebook page. Sometimes you gotta just try and find. Let's see what other templates it brings up because it is already in. I see that it's bringing up. Oh, maybe it's because I've got email signature in here. Let's just see Facebook cover templates. Business Facebook. So there aren't many examples here of people that have actually made Facebook cover templates, and that is very, very hard to believe. So I must be doing something wrong. I'm just trying to figure it out. Let's just go back and clear my search and see. I'm just going to go back to templates, photo cover, Facebook covers, Facebook marketing. See, it wants to take me back to elements again. Okay, so that's new to me. I didn't know that it did not have that. I wonder if I am in the correct thing. Yeah. Anyway, okay. So the next thing that I wanted to actually show you guys was if you, for instance, wanted, if you don't have a brand kit or you don't know what colors you want to use, then what you could do is you could go to backgrounds and you could go and look at a few examples, right? Examples of, let's go basically to, well, let's go to all results and let's just go look through some photos here. I just want to show you a very cool trick about Canva. If you've got the pro or the paid version, then what you could do is you could literally, let's take this one for instance. If you had the image and you wanted to use these colors, guys, then Canva is amazing because what it does, I'm going to detach it from the background and I'm just going to keep it in here. And what it literally does, it actually will give you all of the colors that is in there. Okay. So if I had to go and now select a text, so I would be looking for a group text. Obviously, my go to is the group text because these are professional designers that have put these texts together. And, you know, if it works, then you don't have to go and pay fonts because it can really suck a lot of your time if you want to try and pair fonts and you just can't find the right font to go with the right thing. So there's a whole fontology thing. They even actually have a Canva course on it. If you are interested, you can go watch it. um, I'm just scrolling through to see, to find something that is kind of marketing ish. Okay, so now we can see we have got one, two, three. Okay, so we've got Leak Spartan, that is font number one. We've got Leak Spartan, that is just in uppercase, and we've got Montserrat Classic. Okay, awesome. So whenever we take a grouped element, we ungroup it. We can now use this, and we can now, just for the purposes of using this, catching these images, what I want to show you guys is that because I've got the image in here, what I can do is I can click on here and I can go and I can take all of the colors from this image and I can actually make my font that size. Now, this is how quickly you can actually bring something together by using just throwing the actual element in there, and Canva will then actually let you use the size that you um, Canva will actually let you use the colors of whatever image you have thrown in there. So let's just actually do another one. I'm going to duplicate this page. I'm going to throw this one away and I'm going to go background and let's choose another one. I just want to show you guys how easy this is. Again, literally, if that was the image that I liked and I liked that color scheme, I detach the image and I make sure that the image is there. And I can then go click on my font. Um, and it would then give me all of the grays that is in that picture, right? All of the grays, I can use them and I can actually make a really cool design that is going to be suitable and according to the color scheme that I've got there. So if you don't know, you literally don't know, then you can just go and play around. You play around with Canva a little bit. Here's a very cool one. Um, detach it, detach image from background, and then you can just keep it in there. And you can, guys, you can do this with anything. We can go, um, let's say, Facebook icon. I want to show you guys where to find that as well. So in elements, you would say Facebook icon, and literally you can throw your Facebook icon in there. You can go say Instagram icon. You can throw your, obviously, because I chose my first one to be round, I want the next one to be round as well, right? So I would then take that one, make sure that it is aligned to that one, make sure that it's aligned to the top and it's the same size. And I can go Pinterest and it would bring up Pinterest for me. And I would probably choose that one and always make sure, guys, you do get different ones. You get ones where you can not change the color of it, and then you get ones where you can change the color of it. So for instance, here you've got the white and the red, and here you've got only black, so you cannot change the white. You can go and change. So if I scroll down, because my image is in here, if I wanted to change the color of this there is a difference. So here are all the colors that are in here. So let me choose this pink and say that all of my icons are going to be pink. And there we go. Now you've got consistent icons, right? And it's just according to this. Now let's say I want a marketing. I'm just going to type in some random things because this is quite cool. I really like this. So let's say you see, like, this one is a very, very good example. This is not a vectorized, uh, image. It is scalable. If I make it too big, it might actually be a vectorized, but I want to show you guys the difference now. So if I go, and this is also very cool, if I'm looking for something like this, and I click on it, it would then bring up all of the other images that it has that looks similar to this one, right? So let's see if this one has got it. No. So that one is also not vectorized. I cannot change the colors of that. So that's not going to help me much, right? So let's see if this one, that is also, oh, there we go. We just hit a bullseye, literally. Okay, so this is the difference, guys. This one I can only make black. Okay, so if I wanted to use my blue, I can only use my blue, but this one is vectorized. Now, the reason you can see this is because you can change all of the colors, and it also means if you scale this thing to infinity, it would not lose its quality when you want it to print. Obviously, I don't know if that's relevant to us because everything we're designing is literally going to be, but I want to show you guys how cool this is because literally I can so easily make that thing look very similar to my image. And this would then serve as my color palette, basically, So that is something that is really cool about Canva. If you don't know what color scheme you want to use, you can take any image and throw it in there, just like you guys have seen now, and it will literally give you the colors that you want. Okay, so what I would like to do is I would like to then move on to playing around with a little bit of these images. So let's say I wanted to, let's say I want a stick man. Let's see what they come up with. It'd probably be interesting. Okay, so let's choose two different versions. Okay, so I've got two different stickmen. Now let's say that I want my stickman to have a graduation hat. Okay, so literally, guys, what you can do is you can build images as well. I mean, look at how cool this is. If you zoom in, you can build up an image. If you do not find something, you can always put it in there. And as you can see, this is a vectorized, which is perfect. I would always recommend using those. And for this one, oh, and here's an example of it. There are many more graduation hats. Okay, so I just want to see if it actually threw this image in here. No, so there we go. We could use this one for this stick man, and we could just put it on there. And just kind of be silly with it, but that is just something that is really really cool, that I think in Canva. But now, when you see, this is why I've done this now. If you go and look at this carefully, and this, I love this about Canva as well, is that you can really zoom in. Now, what I'm seeing here is that, look at the lines are crossing over here. So obviously I wouldn't use this one for that. I'd probably then use this one, and I would then just scale it and put it in there so that you do not see the line. Okay, but let's say I wanted to take two elements and I wanted to scale them, and uh, merge them basically. And so what you could do is you could, let me find an idea of what I'm explaining. Let's say house. Okay, so there we've got a, I'm actually looking to show you guys how you can crop an image also to kind of fit, if you go onto crop, you could literally crop away half of that image and you could only use half of it. You could do that by just moving it out the screen too. So it's not really a good example. Um, let's go back to my stickman example. And let's say I've got a stickman. Okay, so I've got a stickman just for this for this example. Let me get my point across here. And my stickman does not have a face. It doesn't have hands. It doesn't have nothing. So I want eyes. Okay, so I want eyes for this guy. I literally want him not to, I want a smiley face. So there we go. And I can then literally merge that in, guys. And there we go. You see what I'm saying is that I can build images. It doesn't have to be um, just the element that you find. You can actually build images. You can build stuff up in Canva, and I think that is one of the coolest tricks ever, because you don't always find what you're looking for. I kind of just want to place him here on a road, but I want him to be on a road that's going to. So now see how cool this is. This image here, it can be turned around, and basically what I could do, because I can scale this image, I just want to turn it. And there we go. Now, what I can do is I can make the white black and I can make the black white. And look how cool this is, guys. Obviously, I'm going to have to remember to group whatever I've made. And I can now put him on his journey to success, right? Okay. So basically, he is on his journey to success and he's very happy. Okay. So that's what I'm saying, is that literally you can, guys, the sky is the limit. you know, um, like literally you could build your own image with all of Canva's amazing things that they have put in here for us to use. So I just wanted to kind of make today's video session a little bit of fun and show you guys that you can crop images, you can scale images, you can, I mean, if I didn't want that road to be that big, I could make it smaller, like literally the world is your oyster. You can do whatever you want with this stick man, or whichever scenario we are looking at. So that those are just some cool things I wanted to show you guys. um I am going to be doing later on, I will be doing some really cool uh new things that Canva has brought out. But as we know, these Canva classes are for beginners. So basically, in a nutshell, I'm going to run you guys through the whole process of creating your Facebook banner. And we're going to go up to design and we're going to say Facebook. Let's just see. It's not really bringing up many Facebook things, which is really strange because, yeah, I must be doing something wrong. I don't know if I'm doing something wrong here. But let's go and. You see, look what it even does here, image palette. So it takes a palette and it gives you the entire palette of that image, which is so cool. Here we go. And if you go to that palette, you can actually let's take this page. There we go, and it's literally given you the image palette of that, and you can then now make your design according to. I'm getting sidetracked with this amazing feature, but it is really a time saver, guys. If you if you are in a rush and you want to make something quickly, but basically what I want to do is, let's just say I'm going to build a Facebook from scratch. So let's see what they give us. Okay. So we're going to maybe use something like this. And I'd say that could go out of the page and go to my brand kit, and I would just throw in digital marketing pro. Throw in my subtitle, which would probably just be my website. Um, I wouldn't put too much info um in your Facebook banner, and mm, mhm, mm, they sometimes have really cool things. That's pretty cool. I like that. I'm just now kind of throwing something silly together here. Um, I'm actually just playing around with some of the features they have. But anyway, what we want to do is we want to go to our brand kit and select all of this, and let's say shuffle. And there you can see that it would bring up these different versions of what you can do, and remembering that we actually chose that background, I would probably go and stick to that because of the email signature looking like that. And maybe what I would do is just the same trick that I did yesterday, was just to find some let's say tech, um just some tech icon or something like that, something that would fit in with this. And this is quite a cool one. It's got so many so many different things to choose from. Wow. So, ooh, that purple looks a little bit funny over the gray. So I suggest we keep it just like that. And then what I could do is just pull that a little bit bigger and literally throw it over there and just keep it simple, guys. Like if you had to go look at that, that's basically, and remember that they would only see like the middle of that. So literally, you would just want to keep it so simple when it comes to Facebook banners. If I And literally, you can, guys, it is, you can add anything, anything that you think would make this look better, or however you want. Like for instance, now, this is not going to work on a Facebook page. This element here, because most of the times nobody's even going to see that bottom. Okay, but it might work on something else. Um, you know, I'm just actually completing what I wanted to do here to show you guys. There's just so many things that you can do. But for our Facebook banner, this only people that open it on a full PC would actually see this part that we're doing right now. You know, so I would suggest to just stick within the boundaries of that marks that we did in the beginning there. I'm trying to bring this in here. Wait. Guys, if you sometimes get stuck like I am at the moment and you can't position something, then you can just go a little bit bigger and it will give you more options. There we go. And you would actually be able to then scale it to whatever size you want. Anyway, so I don't want to waste time. I just wanted to show you guys, there is just so many different things that you can do when it comes to designing, but don't do too much for a Facebook banner page. And I think that that is our session for the day. I hope that you guys have learned something. I threw in a whole bunch of different things today, but I hope that you guys now know how to create your Facebook banner. It is probably easiest to first create your email signature, because your email signature is what you will definitely use to create everything from, because first you've got to choose your color palette, right? So like we did here, we chose a color palette, and if you do that, you're kind of sticking within your brand identity. Okay, guys, I hope that that helped you guys. I will see you guys soon.